It's ridiculous.
I'm going to fill people in. So we cut that one a little short. We were around 30 minutes last week. Yeah. And I say last week, even though it's been 10 minutes, because I'm going to be in El Paso next week. And
Paul's actually going to go on a drug run. He's going to be part of the cartel.
Shut the fuck up, Evan.
Oh, I mean...
No, seriously, shut up.
He's not doing that.
Evan, shut up, man.
I'm not doing that.
Shut up.
So, since all the podcast stuff is here at my place and setting up takes brains, we're just going to do two.
I never got my elf name.
What is your elf name?
Yeah.
He's Key and I'm Blur.
I want to be Pippin.
He's Pippin.
No, I can't copy. I need something more original.
Keebler and I'm Crystal. It's like Kyber Crystal, but Keebler Crystal.
Oh, Keebler Crystal.
Yeah.
This Crystal
Very
Keebler.
nice. You could put Keebler Crystal in vodka.
Sometimes you look at the Keebler Crystal and you cannot play it properly because it's not real in world.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's... So, Bryce doesn't have his mic all the way up because we have it ghetto rigged to a tripod and a pantyhose.
It is a head muff. It's a head muff.
So
head warmer muff.
If he's a little quiet, I apologize. We just ordered 2 more of the
arm standies like I got.
Arm
I got the
extendy
cool one.
things.
Mine bends.
Yeah.
I could be everywhere all at once.
Yeah, so we should be in better shape physically because we'll be working out next week.
Paul could do chin-ups.
I could do chin-ups.
I can do a push-up.
Cool.
Anyway, so another idea.
Yeah, what were you just telling
were talking
Evan about?
about
That's what I was
these
gonna talk about.
accents.
Yeah, so the issue was when I was, before I graduated, like my last semester, when I was in the library, there was just some dude just interacting with the book or whatever the fuck he was reading. And he was being so obnoxious. Yeah, and it was like, it seemed like he wanted attention or something because he kept going like,
Very interesting.
oh,
That makes
Like
sense.
he wants...
all right, okay. What? Like he was doing shit like that.
It's like when a coworker walks in, it's like, oh man, my neck is
Yeah, they're like baiting you to
my
ask what's
biceps
going
are
on.
kind of
But this
like-
dude was completely alone, like at one of those huge tables by himself.
Bryce, he wanted to engage you in some
I
intelligent
wasn't even
conversation.
close to him. I was on a computer and he was just screaming across the library. So basically my idea was to have 2 buddies like sitting around in a living room or something, and they're both like looking at their phones. Maybe one of them's reading, and then the one dude just keeps going kind of like, oh, ooh. And then eventually the one dude's like, oh, what was that? He's like, Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Oh no, I was just reading something. Oh, okay.
Oh, dude.
And then he goes back to it and he's like, no fucking way. Okay, dude, well, what the fuck is it? You clearly want me to like engage in you some way. So what is it? What's so funny? Oh, I'm just trying to read, dude. Do you mind? Like, I'm not really interested in having a conversation. I'm just trying to read. And he's like, okay, well, just can you kind of tone it down because you're being a little over the top. Sorry, man. It's just funny. Well, what's so funny? You wouldn't get it.
It's not...
Okay, well then can you shut the fuck up? Fine, whatever. What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is so funny? It's just you wouldn't get it. It's, you know, you have to be a fucking math major. I'm a statistician. You know, it's just not funny for you. Well, then can you be unfunny in the other fucking room, dude? This is our joint space. We share this space. Can you just fucking chill while I read? Okay, well, just shut up. Okay, fine. Motherfucker! Then it's just like, basically. So,
God.
My idea was basically that, and it could go back to our roots where it ends really volatilely, like he hits him with a baseball bat or something.
You should kill him and pick up the phone to read. It's like, you're right. I don't get this. And
what
just
the fuck
leaves it
does
right
this
there.
Yeah, just like punches him in the face, picks up the phone.
I don't even kind of
dumb.
get this.
It's 4 + 2, and that's what he's been looking at this whole time.
I think the way to do this is we transcribe literally everything you said, and we split screen it, and you're talking to yourself.
What, just me?
Like a clone. Like you're in a different outfit. It's 2 different characters, but it's Bryce and then like Bryce Prime. And you're just arguing with yourself, split screen.
And I could use an accent for that one too.
And then Paul, you walk in the room, and then you walk in from the other room, so there's like 3 versions of you, just like, this is a weird conversation that's happening here.
Like this world is out there.
I'm done with this dimension. Later, guys.
And then one of the room just opens up a portal into nowhere.
Paul comes in, he looks over at me while I'm looking at the unfunny joke. Oh, what is that? Eating a chip? I don't really get it. And the other Paul walks in. What's so funny, guys?
And they just like
Nothing. It's just over.
So stupid. It's like 5 or 6 Pauls have to walk behind it, all wearing different outfits.
I really like it. I was
just because I wanted to James McAvoy wanted him with the keyboard. Just pick up the keyboard and just fuck you over the face with it. Because he wanted attention or something, and then he was like doing that annoying. I'm trying to restrain my laugh, but he's like,
yeah, dude,
I dig it.
I feel it, and I think everyone can relate, which makes it so good. Yeah. So
it's ubiquitous. It's a ubiquitous experience that we humans all are familiar with.
I've had that.
Wait a second. This is funny because this is something I've encountered in my own personal experience.
Someone with an IQ of 8 is watching all of our videos.
Guys, we can't be that judgmental of someone with an IQ of 8.
I can.
Yeah.
As an intellectual superior to almost everyone.
If your IQ is your shoe size, man.
Oof. I'd be okay.
Yeah,
I'd be really stupid, but I'd be okay. I'd be better than
You don't even know that you were stupid. You'd be enjoying yourself.
You'd be like a dog, just like blissfully ignorant.
Is bliss.
Yeah, it is.
Ignorance really is.
It's true.
So then should we strive to be more dumb society and be a much happier society?
I think we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, agreed.
We're going that way.
Do you feel pretty happy?
No.
So then
that's because I'm too smart. Yeah, I'm too smart, so I need to dumb it down. Yeah.
The threshold.
Idiocracy.
So you probably need to go hit your head on the floor a couple of times just to knock a couple of points off.
Yeah.
Just need to go to some sort of backwoods convention in Louisiana or something.
Yeah. Just stick two
go to school
Sharpies up your nose.
for like a year in Louisiana, and you definitely
not school necessarily, but I'm not insulting the Louisiana school system. I'm not.
I mean,
Evan is, but
more
it's
like
fairly
Louisiana.
Oh,
Jesus!
We talked about this dad jokes thing.
What dad jokes?
Paul has a lot of dad jokes.
No, we talked about this. Dad jokes are actually more impressive than people let on. The amount of thought process you have to connect these two things to be so unfunnily funny.
Well, the thing about dad jokes is that they've been bastardized to the point that whenever you hear one, you're just like, and it's funny just because you're so like, it like wears you down somehow.
Yeah, if I get a groan though, that's a success. Like that's a good dad joke if I get audible groans.
Yeah. That means your dad joke landed. Those are like science teacher jokes, like, hey, I'm a fungi. Yeah, if you see your students like rubbing their like eyebrows and like,
and you make your own self laugh.
Yeah, you're like, wow, I killed it today.
I did good.
Absolutely.
Have you seen those science teachers when they're doing experiments in the class in like a bottle and it blows up way more than they expected, and they just like shit hits the fan and the video ends? Like, did someone like just die in that class? I want to know the ending.
My favorite was that dude who was like trying to do the pendulum in his class.
Oh, where it hits him in the face or whatever?
No balls.
It's supposed to...
The ball one.
How did it drop so far?
Science.
Well, when you get older, your balls drop.
Oh. Back to the reference with fire will burn
the floor.
your balls if it's about that
The fire rises, exactly. Exactly.
God damn it. I have a couple things I wrote down. I will not say they're sketches because they're not.
Oh, let's hear them then.
They're just little jokes. And this one is Evan and Paul don't want to get lost in the forest when they're like have a forest quest or something. So
a bro out.
Yeah. And we're just walking on the trail, and so I don't get lost. Like, we had marshmallows from S'mores, and I just dropped them behind me like a little like Hansel and Gretel like trail to follow back.
Because they're white and they'll stick out on the floor of the forest.
And it's just the stupid idea that I just like we get to the waterfall or whatever we were trying to like track, and they're like, okay, cool, like let's go back now. And I turn, and Evan's like, oh, which way's the way back? And his mouth is just full of marshmallows because he was eating them the whole time, like. And it's not. That's the whole idea.
That's all it needs.
Fit anywhere, but it's just Evan's full mouth.
That's a perfectly paced sketch. Because then when it's over, you just turn around and you're like, "Fuck, dude, I don't know where we're going." Oh, good thing we left the mark. And then he's just standing there.
Like, it has to be an excessive amount. Like, I need to put
his
my
mouth
life
is
on the
fucking
line.
full to bursting, and he's just trying to chew through them. And then it just ends with Evan staring at the camera, just smacking. It cuts back to Paul real quick, and he's just like. He has a dad joke reaction. He just that's the sketch.
So yeah, there's that. This one
that's super
also.
doable. I like that one.
And I
really
think like in my brain, I just like typecast Evan as just
being a dumbass every time. Yeah,
that's actually who I am as a human being.
We typecast Evan.
If you knew me as a person, like, man, dumbass.
And it's Evan sitting at a campfire, or we're all sitting around the campfire, but the camera's on him. And it's nighttime, obviously, and there's flickering on his face, and he's telling a story, a campfire story. And I want you guys to think of like Squints in Sandlot when he has the flashlight under his chin, and it's like the forever. Yeah, like he's just really dramatically telling this story, and he says, then the very same dog ended up coming back after I couldn't find him for like 30 minutes. And then we're like, so what? It's like the dog that you lost. He's like, yeah, that was just the story I had to tell you guys. It's like, no, we're telling campfire stories, Evan. He's like, yeah, that was
the story. There's a campfire right there. I told a story. What else do you want from me?
Yeah.
They're supposed to pack more of a punch. There needs to be an oomph. It has to be scary.
He's like, no, it was the same dog that we thought we lost.
Yeah, that's a good happy tale that you got your dog came home. What? That's not a campfire. His tail was
wagging and everything. It was
he's so happy to be reunited with you. What's the fucking scary part of that story? That's an awesome story. And I don't think you guys are getting it. There's a campfire, and I told a story.
Yeah, and it's something like, I guess I don't have anything written for the ending, but I guess it would be something like something really brutal. Like he would follow up. He's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm going home. I have something to do that's awful, like a terrifying, like serial killer type thing.
I have to go help answer some police questions about my mother who's just murdered. Fuck you guys."
Exactly, something like that. And then my last non-sketch idea. Evan reaches for a tissue, and then I jump up and I grab his hand and say, no, don't worry.
No.
I got you, bro.
Oh.
And I put my mouth on Evan's nose and I go, there you go. Don't blow your nose for yourself, man. I got it. And I just blow his nose for him. And
like you literally blow
his nose. Blow into his nose. Yeah.
Oh God,
that's the only thing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And my last idea is actually a sketch.
Okay.
And it's so Bryce and Evan are sitting at the table.
Okay.
And Evan is saying, so the weird thing is, it's called chicken and waffles, but there's 3 strips of chicken and only 1 waffle. So it should be called chickens and waffle.
Waffle and chickens.
Yeah. And then I guess Bryce is the one that says it because Evan laughs at it once Bryce delivers it. So he says it should be called plural chickens and singular waffle. And Evan laughs hard. So hard, in fact, milk comes out his nose. And Bryce, you just stare at Evan. You're like, dude, what the hell?
Fuck.
Evan's like, what? I just laughed so hard milk came out my nose. That was a really good joke. That doesn't happen unless you're drinking milk while you're laughing. This obviously happens when I laugh so hard milk comes out my nose.
Where do you think the expression comes from, motherfucker? Yeah, but the thing is, you don't have milk. You aren't drinking anything. Why did that come out of your nose?
I've never heard this expression, Bryce. Milk come out your nose when you laugh that hard.
Milk is still coming out of his nose.
Yeah, Evan thinks the saying is, yeah, milk came out of my nose because I laughed at a funny joke.
And then there should be a dad joke after that. Okay, well then watch this. Okay. So, and then do the fun guy joke. Because I'm a fun guy. More milk. What the fuck is that? What is that? I'm laughing. Milk is coming out of my nose.
It's like excessive. We gotta get like Elmer's glue and make that come out of my nose.
Does not make sense.
If we could do, I love the fact, or the idea that Evan tells himself a shitty joke that makes himself laugh. Like he delivers the worst joke to himself that he thinks is funny.
Okay, so for example, I was constipated and I wanted to tell a funny joke, but it just wouldn't come out, and he does it again. What are you doing, dude? Where is that coming from?
And just squirting it on the table.
Aren't you fucking lactose intolerant? So I'm laughing really hard. Milk's coming out of my nose.
It's not coming into me.
Gosh,
thank God I'm not lactose intolerant.
There you go. There's the sketch.
Is that the end? It just comes out that it
just ends with
all my brain material just coming through my nose.
Yeah,
or it's actually milk.
I think it would be. See, and
I think we should leave it unexplained.
I don't know the logistics.
Just leave it unexplained.
Yeah, we don't need to go into exposition for everything. Just after the lactose intolerance, he does it again, and then it just like reaction shot, and then it's over.
And then Bryce has
no. Okay, so get this. So he after lactose intolerance, he does it, and he's like, wait, I think I am lactose intolerant. This doesn't feel good. And he starts crying.
He's like, starts drinking the milk coming out of his mouth.
And Bryce is like, well, don't cry over spilt milk.
And then it just explodes out of his mouth, dude. Fuck yeah.
Oh, gross. Yeah, so like as far as like logistics of milk coming out nose, I don't know how we would do it because we can't really.
I have an idea how to finish it. So we need to get some toy puppies. So Bryce gets so mad and he starts crying and he cries puppy dog tears.
No. Keep it simple with here's how I envision it, okay? So it just starts with a stupid joke about the chicken and waffles. Mm-hmm. Milk comes out of Evan's nose, and then it's reactionary. What the fuck was that? Like what is that? You're not even. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just crying so hard the milk came out of my nose. You're not even drinking milk though, dude. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
No, it just happens. If you hear something funny like blah blah blah. Sorry, dude. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Aren't you fucking lactose intolerant? How does that happen? Well, when was it?
Thank God I'm
not lactose intolerant. And then more comes out, and then it's just like, what the fuck? And then he starts like, it kind of hurts, and he's like drinking it.
Yeah.
And then, well, don't cry over spilt milk, dude.
Exactly.
And then just and then that's the end of it.
A fountain.
Yeah, a goddamn projectile explosion.
And now that I'm thinking about it, the way I think to do it is to go outside and get a green screen, get like a little bag of milk, and then kind of like perforate the bottom so it's like leaking, and then we'll like squeeze it so it bursts, so that way we have actual footage
of excessive amount of milk coming out.
And we would actually probably do blue screen because the white will show up better on it. And then it can be, because that's, even though it's special effects, it's still practical effects because we're filming the actual milk.
We're just attaching the milk to my nose.
Just composite it into your nose. I
like this.
I'm gonna write a script for it.
Great.
Do it.
Not right now.
Do it right now.
So the best way to do it is we're gonna plaster of Paris Evan's nose and make an exact replica.
Yeah.
And then we'll get Catherine to make a model of liquid latex.
And then we're going to actually put
human-sized nose.
An M80 in the background, so my nose is actually just going to completely blow off with milk in it.
Yeah. How much milk can you put up your nose without laughing?
We're going to need to test this.
Yeah, we're going to have to do some experiments.
Yeah, because I have like a deviant septum or something.
Deviated.
I just like drown underwater.
Your septum's going to...
It's pretty evil.
Be a dick. Like, kick little children in their sternums.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe we could...
I think you should be there too. I think if it's just two people, but no, like you have to interject also. So
like you
we're
guys
both
are both
reacting to it.
I'm like, stop, guys! You're
that
just
way
making so much milk come out of my nose.
Like, it's kind of repetitive. So if you interject too, and you have the joke that's like, "Well, good thing you're not lactose intolerant," and then he just fucking dies. Yeah, it makes more sense to have a third person there.
I like that.
I'm gonna write the script this weekend.
Great.
So I have an idea that me and Paul kind of talked a little bit about last night. It's not super developed. So it's like these two couples. They're kind of having like a charades or a Pictionary party.
Okay.
And everything's going brilliantly. And the guy's guessing the girl's charade. She's trying to do something. She's trying to express herself. And it just keeps escalating. And the timer's going down. It's going down. And he's not getting it. He's guessing the same thing over and over again. She's just like, no.
It's a jackal.
Jackal. It's a jackal.
It's a skateboard.
And she's like, God damn it, Jim. I'm saying I want a divorce. We can't communicate. And then she's like, divorce? I didn't get that from that.
He's like, I thought it was renew our vows.
I think you're not very good at communicating here.
You know, this might not be the place to do it, Margaret, but we're having serious communication issues, and we're going to need to go our separate ways, I think. I fucking hate you!
And then the other couple's just like, what the fuck's happening? Why? What?
We should go. We should leave. I hate coming home.
So maybe the other couple. Pictionary?
Yeah, maybe the other couple would be like, okay.
Milkshake. Yeah, it was milkshake.
They're like a really great couple.
And they just go, I love you, Jen. I love you too, Bob.
Fuck you both. And they just leave.
Our marriage might be a failure, but at least it's real.
Yeah, and we were toying with the idea of like if there's also another twist where we just show the faces, and she's like, and this, and then this, and what does this mean? This to this, and then Evan's like, oh, I don't know, like a map, a sort of to get to, like you're sending, like you're trying to reach this here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and it cuts out. And she's like, you just need initial here and sign here, and then our divorce is final. We're awful at communicating.
They're like sitting in like a law office.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not getting this.
Like,
I like that.
What do you mean?
I like that. I like that more. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a low angle on their face, and you don't know what they're talking about, but you think it's some kind of game.
Here?
Yeah. Is it here and then here
And then here.
What?
And one more there.
McDonald's. Dollar menu.
Dollar menu.
Cheese strings.
George Michael.
Cheetos.
Summer of '69.
Cheetos.
I want a divorce bill. Oh.
Yeah, that's not ringing a bell.
Why do you think we're here? It zooms out, and then there's just a bunch of lawyers and stuff. So is this gonna happen?
Yeah.
Do you still need our assistance here? What's going on?
This guy seems like an idiot.
Do we need a competency person to be in communication
Administer
firm?
an exam. I was thinking this is kind of off topic now.
Is it off topic though?
Yeah, but what were you saying about the like stenographer ladies in the court?
What about them?
Like, depending on how many witnesses are there, they can make like thousands of dollars in like one day. Just from transcribing.
The thing is, they don't get paid unless people order a transcript. Like court reporters won't get paid, like for depositions. When they're doing like judge and actual courtroom stuff, they're like salaried or whatever.
Yeah.
But when they freelance, if you don't order a copy of the transcript, like they won't get paid. But the thing is, when people order like a deposition, chances are they want the transcript, which is why they had the deposition taken. But if there's like a crazy lawsuit with 20 attorneys, like a crazy like medical malpractice thing or something, and they're suing like 30 people, it means there's 20 attorneys, and then each attorney has to order a copy, and each transcript is from like a 6-hour-long deposition that's like a billion copies of 20 hours of transcript. So it can add up.
That's ridiculous. So is there an idea related to this?
No.
Oh.
It's just a fact.
No, there was no idea. I was just talking.
He was just curious.
I'm curious, George.
That, I don't know where or why that made my brain move in this particular direction. So very underdeveloped idea, because this is on the spot that came to my brain.
We don't pitch undeveloped ideas. Evan.
Well then, I'm just kidding. I want those. I can hear. Okay. So the idea is it's got to be something very simple from the beginning. So like say Paul opens the front door and I'm just sitting there on the couch. It's like, bet that front door opened, didn't it? And Paul's just like,
It
yeah.
did, yes.
It's like, I bet you are curious about how that happened, don't you? And he's just like, no. And then he has to go in this crazy in-depth, like almost super villain exposition
monologue
of like how he did it. He's like, yeah.
Make it like Sherlock.
Yes.
Where he's just
exactly.
like, I knew you were going to turn the door by the way you turned the chamber. When you came to the doorstep, I heard your feet 3 times. That means you were in a hurry. I knew the door was going to turn 3 times over because you were in a hurry. Blah, 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 blah,
And it has to be super accessible for the most simple of tasks.
And then he's like, I just came home.
Why the fuck do you do this all the time?
I'm going to my room.
I'm leaving.
If it could be like, I like if somehow we can tie in after he does that. That's like his side gig. Like it's obvious that he's putting way too much effort into this, and then he's like, "Are you gonna cook any dinner? Oh, there's some microwave pizzas or whatever." And he's like trying to read the ingredients and like the steps, and he just can't figure out the steps. So like, unwrap the foil.
So I need to cut a hole over the corn, but not the potatoes?
And replace after I stir the macaroni. What the... How does this make any sense? This is too much.
Motherfucker, you just... There, 2 minutes, you'll be ready.
Yeah,
that didn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, so can you walk me through that?
I didn't get that at all.
I need some definitely more explaining to what you just did there.
Mm-hmm. Like I like kind of contrasting it with something stupid like that.
Okay,
But
writing it down.
Any
We're
other?
gonna call this like Sherlock deposition.
I don't know about
Deposition.
deposition.
That doesn't have much to do with it, but
no.
I think macaroni.
Sophistication for the mundane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's just one. That's like my initial take on it. Where I think it'd be funny.
Title it Remedial Simplicity.
I like that.
Remedial.
Got anything funny to say, Bryce? So I remember you wanted to talk about maybe current events and stuff.
I did. The problem is I'm not up to date with current events.
Yeah, same.
You know what the best thing you can do is when you don't know about current events?
Watch Philip DeFranco.
Oh, I don't watch Philip DeFranco.
What?
I used to in
I
high
love
school,
that man.
but yeah.
I love that man.
Then I grew up.
And then I
Exactly.
matured.
You just like
Just go to Reddit. Yeah, just go to Reddit. See what we got on Reddit.
See, I don't have enough.
Nothing.
Have you ever played the Reddit 50-50? Where it's like, this could
yeah,
be
that
like a
game's
sweet
terrible.
puppy or a man
usually a
being
butthole.
trashed by a trash can.
It's always the bear being decapitated by something.
By a fucking what are they called?
A bear capitator.
The decapitator? Because if it gets capitated.
Yeah.
What is
Yeah.
guillotine?
What is
Goddamn.
getting capitated?
Can you get capitated? You can get decapitated.
Well, here's the thing. We're all capitated right now.
Yeah.
You have a cap on your tated. You have a cap
My
on your
tated
tated.
is
but
in fact
can you
capped.
can you
I've got
re
my tated.
can you re
You can. You're just
Capitate?
not alive. You
Yep.
can you can sew it back on, but it.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a thing they're trying to do.
Yeah. Recapitation.
Recapitate people. Like
They've been trying. Scientists just try all kinds of weird things. This guy's been dead for 10 years. Let's see if we can bring him back to life.
let's capitate him.
I also apologize, folks, if you can hear the fan. But I'm doing you a favor because Evan was going to take his
My
pants off
pants were very close to coming off.
because it was really hot. So we,
warm.
in fact, turned on the fan.
Mom arrested after Tempe toddler ate mac and cheese made with THC butter.
Huh.
I mean, the
Who
kid
calls
probably
that in? Who figures
the
that
kid
out?
probably really enjoyed the macaroni at that point.
Well, the kid has to be the one calling on his mom, right? Who else is there? Like, I'm assuming they're at
reported it?
home. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, take those things. There's a whole bunch of new hot teachers that are like sleeping with their middle school kids. Like,
This is nothing new.
Who's turning
Nice.
that? But there's a lot of them right now.
Nice. Here's the problem about this thing.
Okay.
I think what happened was she probably gave him the macaroni. And then he started acting like a psychopath because it's a little kid hyped up on some potent ass THC butter mac and cheese. So she took him to the hospital and she was like, "Oh my God, what's happening with my son? I don't know what the problem is." And they're like, "Ma'am, your son is experiencing side effects of excessive marijuana and he's under
Yeah,
12."
he's high as a
Ate
kite.
the marijuanas.
And then she was like, "Oh my gosh, so what happens here?" And then the cops just came and like took her out of there. Is
yeah.
that how it went down?
They just
Probably.
he got into her stash and she just freaked out, didn't know what happened.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Look at all these stories. Japanese father kept son in a wooden cage for more than 20 years.
Well, at least it was wooden, because it won't rust.
He should have done that Kill Bill crap.
Yeah, the one
Get the
1
hell
inch punch.
Yeah, just get the hell out.
Dunk.
and then punch
Dunk.
through like a 6-foot grave.
Nope. And climb out. Good God. These are things I'm not reading about. Russian woman embalmed alive.
That can't be good for you.
Wouldn't that kill you?
Gross.
Wouldn't that
But
change
like
the
how
status of your
embalmed?
life?
Like if you embalmed your hand,
Let's see.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that would not be good for
Where's
your
the
hand.
line? Yeah.
But I mean, she may still be alive.
Yeah, because like people can get like, because if once we get to doctor confirmed Luke Skywalker robot arms installations, like I would gladly chop off my arm for a
Dude, if
robot
I could have
arm.
a robo hand, like probably my left hand, because I'm right-handed, I would definitely take a left robo hand.
Yeah.
Because I
So-
mean, how useful would it be able to? I could just crush a brick with this hand.
Yeah.
I could find uses for
So
that.
if you can choose, like you have the ability to cut off your own hand so you can get robo hand, wouldn't you be able to be
Cyborgs.
like, hey,
Cyborgs.
I'll pay you $20 to just embalm this hand and it'll be practice for you and then I'll get a good story out of it.
Yeah.
What, like, it's chemicals and stuff, right? Or do they, like, they
Yeah,
shove it with,
and
like,
embalming fluid and
they
stuff.
don't, like, stuff it or anything, right?
No. That's like animals.
It's like taxidermy for
Yeah, like
humans.
embalming fluid, they'll take, it's almost like
Is it illegal to get taxidermied?
As a human?
for a person.
Yeah, like-
I think so, yeah.
Why?
Taboo.
Weird laws.
Ugh.
Taboo.
Ugh.
But what if it's like in my will?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like I'll donate.
Well, I think the way the will works is you have two options. You can either be a skeleton in a science class or you get cremated.
Yeah,
I guess that's fair.
but
I want it to be
want it to
completely
Because
useless.
because scientists are
want a-
really
moose head.
really interested in having the organs, you know.
Yeah.
So
Oh, like donating your
they don't want to
organs.
just have like some dead dude like taxidermied. Like that's what wax
What
museums are
if you
for.
could give your organs away? Because your skin's not an organ that they're going to need.
The skin.
Well, no, yeah, they could do skin grafts with skin.
Like a dead
And
person's
stuff.
skin?
Yeah. Why
Really?
not? Why not?
I figured it's like
I could figure it out, I'm sure.
I mean, that makes sense. With enough YouTube and Reddit, you probably could.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could totally see someone getting their doctorates off of YouTube and Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, at least equivalents. They're not going to be official by any means.
Yeah.
Yikes, that dude just broke his arm.
It reminds me of that other idea that is in a sketch, Evan, in your drafts, where it's just you either need a doctorate in photo, or you need a doctorate in science.
That guy
stuff,
needs a doctor.
or you need a bachelor's or an associate's in Photoshop. Like,
Yeah.
you need either of those two because
See,
An
exactly.
associate's in
then
Photoshop.
you can
So we were
doctor
talking
your
about this.
doctorate if you're associates in Photoshop.
there you go.
How is like an employer supposed to? Do they contact your school and be like, "Hey, did he graduate?"
I think they do.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think they actually do that.
I guess if it comes down to it, they request the official transcript.
Because if it's if it's something that requires a doctorate, they're gonna actually do a background check.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I've
Because
just
then you're gonna
never
have jackasses doing
been
shit
there.
that's important that they can't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hired you because we thought you were a nuclear physicist, and
You didn't even graduate 8th grade, and then you just stuck there. Yeah, 'cause you just
I feel a video idea coming on there.
My teacher said I could be who I want to be.
I am a doctor.
I'm a fast learner.
I can learn on the job.
Makes the best.
So, what do you fellas say we wrap this up and then film
Yeah.
a new episode for the
We'll
folks?
wrap it up to prevent them babies.
Yep.
Wrap it up before you tap it up.
There you go.
Tap tap.